Okay, so when it comes to stuff like the economy and global warming and politics and equality and all that good stuff, I take it really seriously. So today I was watching this video that Chris Crocker had posted on YouTube quite a long time ago, but I'd never heard of it. And it's called Economy Schnonomy. And he complains about how much he hears about the economy on the internet, or not on the internet, sorry, on TV and on the radio and everywhere. But the economy, Chris Crocker, is at a really bad state right now, and it is something to worry about. And although you might want to run away from your problems, such as the economy, you can't just ignore it because it's going to continue to get worse. And sometimes when you have a personal problem, sure, you can run away from it for a while, but this is worldwide. This is something that we have to be concerned about. And people are becoming homeless because of this economy. I thought it was completely rude when you said, even if you eat beans for dinner every day, come and buy one of my t-shirts, because obviously those people can't afford anything like that. You know, some people can't even afford to eat a grain of rice. And it doesn't matter if they're in Africa or somewhere else. There are people in America that are struggling. And it's very selfish of you to say screw the economy, because there's people out there that are probably way more affected by it than you are. And this is a time where you need to step out of your self-bubble and go help others. And I thought that it was very selfish and rude of you to make a video like that. But then again, you make a lot of videos that are pretty disrespectful and discouraging to a lot of people. Anyways, moving on. Personally, I think that the economy is something that we do need to worry about, and it is all of us. We're all in this together, and in order for us to make a change, we all need to be in on it. And we are going through a really rough time, and we are headed towards a depression. We're already in a recession, and Chris Crocker, if we go into a depression such as the Great Depression, you won't be able to go to a movie. People won't be able to afford it, and you won't be able to ignore it, because you will be just as greatly affected by it as the rest of us. So I'd think twice before you say half of the things you say, because they're really rude and kind of immature, and it makes you sound really arrogant. As for global warming, I know that a lot of people don't believe in it, and that bothers me so much because there's scientific facts right in front of our face. And I don't understand why someone can look at what's happening and say that it's not true, that it's all a lie. But I guess that everybody has their own viewpoints, don't get me wrong. But think about the animals that are dying because of the climate changes. And just because we can't see it right now, which we can, doesn't mean that it's not happening elsewhere. And it's a really serious thing. And if you don't mind our world ending in the next generation, which could be your kids or grandchildren, I don't know, that go through this, I'd care. I do care, because I don't think anybody should have to put up with that. And I think that little things such as picking up litter or, you know, recycling, that all helps. So even if you don't believe in global warming, please just do something to help out pollution, to make the air cleaner, you know, something like that. As for equality, I am a high schooler, and I know and see bigotry and racism all the time at my school. And I see it out in the society too, among adults. And it's very hard for me to see, because I myself, along with plenty of my friends, right, Katrina, all stand for diversity and think it's great to be different. Dare to be different, because it's okay to be. For all of you out there who are put down by comments that people make, like, I hate this word, but fag or dyke or anything like that, tranny, you know, don't let it knock you down, because those people aren't worth it, and you are all human, and you all deserve to be treated equally, and you have just as much feelings as anybody else. You love the way everybody else loves, and there's nothing wrong with you. I hate it when people say, that's so gay, or something along those lines. Because gay is not a synonym for stupid. Gay is a synonym for happy. That's what gay used to mean, until people twisted it. And it's hurtful for those who have family members who are gay, or pansexual, or trisexual, or whatever you want to say, bisexual, or even transsexual. It hurts. And it's not okay. It's not nice. The same for degrading words used towards black people, or Asians, or Mexicans. It's all degrading. It's all mean. And people need to think before they talk. I stand for friends and family members who I know who are gay or lesbian. And there is nothing wrong with it, and I've seen it with my own eyes. It's love. And if you don't accept in your lifetime, if you don't learn to accept people, it's going to be really hard for you to like people, because everybody's different. Whether, just like me, I like wearing 2 different colored socks every day. That's something different. But if you can't accept that about somebody, how are you going to get by? Because it's going to make it a lot harder on you. Don't discriminate those who want to be different, who dare to be different. And especially when people say it's a choice to be gay, it's not. You know, like I always say, because some of my family members are really conservative. You know, I myself am a Democrat, and I'm a liberal, but half of my family is the opposite of me, and just like I always tell them, I say, did you wake up one day and tell your parents that you were gonna like the opposite sex because that's what you wanted to do? It's no different. Absolutely no different. And I hope that people open up their eyes and their hearts and see that discrimination and calling people things doesn't get you anywhere, and it doesn't make you a better person. At the end of the day, it only makes you seem worse, and it makes you feel worse. Because being mean to somebody and intentionally hurting somebody is probably the worst feeling that you could have. And I know that. But to come to a conclusion, I really just wish that we could all start caring about the earth and the people around us. And although it is a very hard thing to do, I think that if we work on it, if everybody cares even a little bit, that things can probably get better. And for all of those of you who discriminate and pick on people, I'm sorry for you. I feel bad for you that you have to stoop so low, that you would have so much hurt and pain in yourself, that you had to try and hurt other people because you didn't know what to do. Whether it's verbally, physically, it doesn't matter. Please work on it. Let's change. That's all we need.